So somebody asked, why would God send anybody to hell if he loves everybody? If every one of us are his children, why can't just God forgive everybody and take everybody to heaven and not send anybody to hell? I'll give you an example. My name is John. I have a house. Anybody or everybody cannot enter into my house until and unless I invite them to my house. If I love a girl, I will propose her first. If she says yes, I would marry her and she can be my wife and be a part of my family and enter into my house. But if she says no to my proposal, she cannot be my wife and she will not be allowed into my house. For us to enter into God's house, we have to accept the proposal that God has given us. The moment we accept God's proposal, we become a part of his family. And once we are part of his family, we are allowed to enter into his house, that is heaven. However, if we reject God's proposal, we are indirectly accepting the proposal of going somewhere else other than heaven, that is hell. So God doesn't send anybody to hell. God gives a choice to everybody. Ki, I love you, I want you to be a part of my family, and I want you to stay with me in my house, which is in heaven. We usually confuse between two things. Love is free will, but love does not mean approval of everything. If you love somebody, you can never force them into doing anything. God loves you, but God will not force you to love him back. It's just like I love somebody, I can just propose them ki I love you and I want you to be my wife and be with me. But I cannot force somebody to love me back and be with me in my place. Love is all about free will. Second thing is approval. People usually mistake between free will and approval of everything. People think if he or she loves me, he or she has to approve everything that I do. That is not love. Love means if I love you, I will care for you. If you do something wrong, I will tell you that is wrong. If you do something right, I will be okay with that. That is how it works the same with God. Since God loves us, first he invites us to be with him in his house, that is in heaven. However, he cares for us and he wants us to do everything right that is possible from us. So God's manual tells us what are the things that are wrong and what are the things that are right. And since we accept God's proposal to be with him in heaven, we have to follow the manual. That's how it is. Love means free will, but love doesn't mean approval of everything.